Welcome back to another video of Corpse Party, a Book of Shadows. Today we're gonna play episode 2, Demise. Anyway, let's play. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Why was I laying on the ground? My vision was blurred and indistinct. Maybe it was all the blow to the head, or maybe it was because all those tears in my eyes. I'd been forced out through the infirmary door and tossed like a rag doll into the hallway. I could barely breathe and was completely unable to move. I wish I could slip away into unconsciousness, but my agony was keeping me in the moment. My abdomen. I put my hand to it without thinking, and a sharp pain flew through my palm as well. Looking down, the whole area of my body was soaked with blood and liberally pierced by large pieces of glass, many of them the size of the drafting triangles. I was certain some of them must have sliced all the way into my internal organs. Why was this happening to me? Through my veil of tears, I could barely make out the face of the young girl, with an unearthly blue glow about her. She was looking right at me and seemed concerned, no? As she got closer, I could read her expression more clearly. She was smiling and staring into my soul with one good eye and the one empty socket. All at once, I was pulled into the air with incredible force by other two faintly glowing children. One of my arms was being held by the spirit of a young boy, while the other was being held by the spirit of what I assumed to be a little girl. I couldn't tell for sure since everything above her jawline was missing, leaving me with no facial features to read. Her head was like a half-eaten fruit, with the bottom teeth in place of seeds. That's so nasty. I could see her vocal cords flutter and her throat contract with every giggle. Oh my goodness. Based on her size, I'd estimate it was still early grade school age. She held my arm tightly, and her shadowy silhouette gazed at me innocently. Her voice boxed, gyrated a little, and her throat opened and closed rhythmically, producing a gurgling sound that might have been a chuckle. She then said, all three children were now staring right at me, as if they were studying an ant's movement, just before squishing it with their thumbs. In one single rough motion, I found myself flipped 90 degrees downwards. I was facing the ground, and I could sense myself moving forward rapidly. Gotta go fast, baby. And splat. What a strange sensation. I was now staring up at the wall from the floor. She was a large slathering of chunky red bits strewn all over it, their dull earth tones slashed heavily, with the walls worn out grey hues? It looked almost as if someone had winged a juicy pomegranate against it with all their might. Except this was no pomegranate. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know what it is. Pomegranate? Pomegranate? Maybe? It was a person. It was me. My limbs were ripped clean off, and my belly had burst open into a conglomeration of glistening blood, entrails, and other miscellaneous bodily fluids. The force of the impact was enough to scatter parts of me all the way to the ceiling. I was an unsightly mess of slimy globules and viscera. Vicenna? I don't know, guys. I'm not English. I'm trying my best here. The smell was intensely foul, but then it was a conglomeration of raw meat. After all, never mind the fact that it was my meat. And I was just a head, a severed head, torn off at the neck on impact, staring up at what was left of me in my last few moments of consciousness. It's game over, man. Well, for her, it was. Can I do something?
気持ち悪い。
What?
なんだか今の夢、匂いまでした。どこここ。変だよ。さっきまで教室で文化祭の片付けしてて。これ文化祭の出し物？そういえば5組がお化け屋敷やってるって。やだ。私こういうの苦手。しげに先生、篠崎さん、持田くん、どうして黙ってるの？もう冗談やめにしよう。ねえ、みんな。
There was only a deep, all-encompassing silence that hung in the air like fog. そう言いながら、私は逆にこれは現実であると認識せざるを得なくなっていた。こんな大掛かりな舞台装置、プロの大道具さんにだって作れない。本物なの？ここどこなの？みんなは？やだ、助けてよ。今の子供、嘘でしょ？あの子たち、さっき夢に出てきた。Searching mode。嫌な予感がする。ここに入ったら取り返しがつかないことになるような気が。Don't go in then。私は自分の直感を信じてみた。何より怖そうな保健室を覗くよりも誰かいないか探したい。今でも信じられないけれど、
私が現にこんな場所に飛ばされているんだもの。あの場にいたみんなもこの学校にいるかもしれない。しげ兄に会えたら私頑張れる気がする。
This music though. It's 3 time, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's search this little girl. It was a young girl. She seemed to be in her mid-teens, and she was wearing a school uniform, suggesting she was indeed another student from somewhere. But something wasn't right. Upon closer inspection, I realized that this young girl was very much dead.
嘘、本物。すごい匂い。
Oh, I thought she was reading this. I wondered how much time had passed since she died. Externally, she still looked at me, looked to be mostly intact. But her internal organs had clearly begun to decay, with various and sundry fluids leaked out into the floor all around her. Drawing in the more detailed look, I noticed that both her eyeballs had been stabbed with pencils. You kidding me?
やだ、冗談でしょ。人が死んでるなんて。どうしよう。警察に。そうだ、携帯。
I tried dialing 110. I guess it's their version of, yeah, Japan's emergency services. But the call wouldn't go through. I guess it's their form of 911. To be honest, I don't even know my police number, to be honest. It's like some weird number that I don't even know when I will phone them. They're useless anyway in South Africa.
嘘、県外。ごめん。私、何もしてあげられないみたい。吐きそう。人間って死ぬとこんなになっちゃうんだ。
Look like the student ID name tag on the ground near the body. I don't know how to pronounce the name. High school, dude. This name's Karasuyama. Shiori. Fujiwara. Goodness, dude.
これって。お願い。私の体を。私の体を。あなたはこの遺体の人？今の私を人に見られたくない。どうしよう。力になってあげた方がいいのかな。
Try to help.
本当は埋葬してあげられたらいいんだけど、せめて大きな布でもあれば。
I don't think we can do anything at the moment, to be quite honest. So we're gonna go to the hallway in front of the nurse. I'm getting a really bad feeling from this room. I think I would be best to stay out. If, what? Out of it eternally. Entirely. Oh, here we go. It's extremely dusty, but from the looks of it, this was the sheet that goes in the infirmary bed. It should be big enough, right? Yeah, take it. I rolled up the dusty sheet, put it under my arm, and returned to the class in 3A. That music, though.
綺麗な布じゃないけど、ちゃんと隠せたと思うよ。ありがとう。女の子ならこういう姿、他人に見せたくないっていう気持ち、わかるから。その思いやりの気持ち、なくさないで。ここでは、優しさも、友情も、いたわりも、気が緩むとすぐに、腐ってしまうから。なんだろう。紙でできたお守り？
Looks like some kind of charm. Let's leave it.
丈夫そうな糸だから何かに使えるかな。
Yeah, let's take the board. I don't want to take the charm here because it could be troublesome. Large hole in the floor here.
さっきの板切れで橋渡しできないかな。
Yeah, set the loose board. The loose board slides nicely into the hole. Seems sturdy enough. It should be possible to cross from here now. Just like that, bro. We're going to the exit. It's game over, man. There was a skeletal remains here. Whoever it was seemed to have died a while ago, as the bones are already bleached white. Judging by the stature and clothing, this is probably a middle school girl. There's a bloodstained box cutter laying on the ground nearby, suggesting a likely cause of death. Student ID name tag is attached on the front of her uniform. Mommy Gawa High School. What the heck, dude? You need to go to high school just to pronounce this freaking name. Hina Heroes.
私はあんたなんて何とも思ってないのよ。
Just because there are no teachers or adults around, it's disgusting. Disgusting. Positively disgusting. Just die. Just die already. Goodness, chill, dude. Mumble, mumble. There was skeletal remains here. Whoever it was seems to be dead for a while, so it's the same thing. The door is frozen in place, as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It can't be opened.
びくともしないなんて、やっぱりここなんか変だよ。叩いてもびくともしないなんて、やっぱりここ なんか変叩いてもびくともしないなんて、やっぱりここなんか変だよ。
Unforgivable. I thought we were friends. I hope you die in agony. My bad. Just as I was about to leave the entranceway, the spirit of a little boy suddenly materialized in front of the door. I remember this face.
あの子だ。どうしよう。見つかったらまずい気がする。
It doesn't look like it want to chase you though. I immediately ducked into the shadows of the shoe cubes. So these are shoe cubes. We don't have this in South Africa though, that's for sure. It would also be empty if there was some. Doing my best to stay out of sight. One seat time, baby. There was numerous papers scattered on the floor. They seemed to be torn out pages from a notebook. The battered notebook they came from is also laying a few feet away. Most of the papers are soaked with blood or other sundry fluids, rendering their contents illegible. But a few sentences can be made out here and there. Apparently, the strong feeling for her for a long time. He's God's gift to woman. Jock thinks just because he's good at sports, she's here in the godforsaken place. A guy who sees her like that. If he tries anything, I swear I'll kick his ass. Won't let him get away with this, I guess. She and I will find a way back home together. Though I have a scared.
親友か。この子、一緒に来た友達を守ろうとしてたんだ。でも、しげに、みんな、きっと会えるよね。
I feel bad taking it, but this notebook might be a good to have on hand. Maybe I'll run into the best friend or that boy.
What? ここはちょっとだけ他の場所より安心する。もしかしたら資源考えすぎかな。
Rusty sits on the teacher's podium atop a note that just says, "Do not use this key under any circumstances." Take it. I know the note says not to use it, but this key could be important. I should take it with me, just in case. That is true. Going to the end of the hole, baby. It's just a set of skeletal remains, still in the process of decaying. Based on height and uniform, this seems to have been a junior or senior high school boy. There's a pair of spiked shoes laying on the ground nearby. What, you just assumed it's gender? Like, how dare you? Maybe he was an athlete. His head seemed to have been detached from his body completely. There's not a lot of blood on the floor, but it nonetheless seems logical to conclude that this was the cause of death. As expected, his student ID tag seems to have survived intact, and his is still pinned to his uniform. Mamijawa High School, it's the same guy. Mitsurugi Amano? Could be his friend, actually. No. I didn't intend for this to happen. I just wanted to tell you how I felt. But then you had to go and die. Was this in regards to the dead girl I encountered in the entranceway? He seemed to be wearing the same school uniform as her.
何があったんだろう。気が進まないけど、もう一度よく調べてみた方がいいのかな。
There was skeletal remains here.
けど、もうちょっとよく調べてみようかな。
Examine the body. There's a box cutter on the floor next to the girl's body. Its blade is jagged and crushed over with blood. It's clearly not usable anymore. But everything seems to indicate that this was just used to kill her. There's a sticker label on the back of the handle with a name written on it. Its owner, perhaps. It says Ayaka Shimizu. The notebook I picked up earlier suddenly fell from my hands. And despite the air completely still in the room, its pages began to flip as soon as I hit the ground. Most were blank, but the very last page contained a few hastily scrawled sentences. Hina is mine. I will always protect her, always. I'm not about to lose to a man like that. Damned. Amano. Hina seems like she might have a crush on him. So what do I do with my feelings then? I can't simply hand them off to someone else. I've made up my mind. Will kill before. Hina, I love you.
学生証、この子の。
Momijawa. Momijiwa. Gawa? Dude. High school, Hina, sure. There are crooked, hastily scribbled letters in the book memo section at the back of the student ID booklet. It's unclear what was used to write them, though. It clearly doesn't look like ink or pencil. They read, You're no friend. You're no friend. You're an asshole. You're a pervert. Don't touch me. Don't say you love me. I loathe you. Our friendship is over.
亡くなった人の体を最低。茂に、私も嫌だよ。こんなところ。
I didn't even want to look at it, but I decided to hang on the student ID book. I thought maybe it would yield some valuable clues down the line. And I'd love whatever I had to do in order to see Shig and the others again.
こんなの悲しい。せめて安らかに眠ってね、友達。 そうか、私は恵まれてるんだよね。みんな楽しくて早く会いたいな。どこにいるんだろう。
That is true. The calls had stopped. The voices was long gone. He must have wandered too far away.
シゲニー、聞こえなかったの？私の声。
No, you were loud enough, trust me.
でもきっとまだ近くにいる。シゲニー、聞こえたら答えて。
Don't have a doubt on my mind that you're loud enough, trust me. You're definitely the loudest in the room. The scrap paper from Sachiko, a charm, must have sharpened loose in the process. It slipped out and shaked its way hazardly onto the floor. This must be the strongest school building in the world, dude. Surviving earthquakes looking like that. Was it finally over? I cautiously pulled myself back to my feet. And that's when I realized that the floor... No, the whole hallway has changed. Cracks and holes in the floor had somehow been sealed up. And the window that was there before was now completely gone. I couldn't really come to my terms with what I was seeing. Was this reality? What kind of hell was I stuck in anyway? I was getting goosebumps all over my body, and my mind felt like it was shutting down. Then I saw Sachiko charm scrap and snapped back to my senses.
これ大事なんだから。床に落とした切れ端を慌てて拾う。さっき教室でやったおまじない。隣にいたしげ兄や体がブルブル震えて、みるみる視界がにじんでいく。どうしてこんなことに。
そうか、文化会館のステージは貸してもらえなかったのか。
うん、電話で問い合わせた時は OK もらえたんだけど、やっぱり顧問の先生の許可がないとって。
時代錯誤な対応だな。
仕方ないよ。うちは顧問の先生もあんまり乗り気じゃないし。郊外での公演は難しいかな。
お前はいいのか、それで。脚本はもう仕上がってるんだろ。なんなら 俺が交渉してきてやろうか。相手が大人だからって場合によっては必要以上に敬意を払う必要なんてないんだ。なんだ。
別にしげにって怒ると可愛い顔になるなって。
くだらない。
冗談だってば。ただね、しげ兄が怒ってくれたのが嬉しいの。私って他人と衝突したりとかそういうの苦手だからさ。しげ兄が私の代わりに怒ってくれたみたいで、ちょっと
相変わらず変わったやつだな。
個性的って言ってほしいな。これでも演劇部の看板女優なんだよ。
ものは言いようだよな。
まあね、演技にとどまらず脚本、演出、衣装デザインの才能もあるんだから自分でも困っちゃうよ。
強いな、まゆは。
え？
お前は強いよ、まゆ。うまくいかない時もそうやって笑って、昔から自分よりも親や友達を思いやって、辛い時だって人前ではいつも涙をこらえてたもんな。
いや、やだな、しげにってば。そういうのってなんか口説き文句みたい。だいたいしげにいつも私は頼りないって。
いや、本心で言ってるんだ。強さにもいろいろある。眉の強さはなんていうのかな、うまく言えないが健やかで、お前ならきっと将来どんな困難があっても、もしつまずいて倒れてしまっても泣きながら何度でも立ち上がれる。俺みたいな冷めた人間にさえそう思わせる力があるんだ、お前には。
しげに、違うよしげに。私はただ人前で取り繕うのが得意なだけ。本当に辛い目に遭うのが怖いから。
I think most people are like this. With uncomfortable situations that freeze up. Most people, at least that I know of, is like this also.
みんなが望むようないい子を演じていただけ。
I tend to just walk away from uncomfortable situations and never return. That's what I tend to do. That's a widescreen, dude.
しげに、助けてよ。やっぱり眉は
鈴本か。
岸沼くん。
どうしたんだよ、そんなとこで座り込んじまって。
岸沼くん、よかった。無事だったんだね。
ああ、なんとかな。鈴本も怪我とかしてねえだろうな。
平気。涙見られちゃったかな。
おい、鼻出てんぞ。ちょい汚れてっけど俺のハンカチ使うか。
ありがとう。でもそれは篠崎さんに貸してあげた方がいいよ。
え？なんでだよ。
気にしないで。特に意味はないの。
Would you lend your handkerchief for someone random? Or maybe a friend? I don't know if I would, dude. Because where would you put that again? Ugh. If you don't watch it instantly.
ああ、
indeed.
篠崎のことなんだけど、お前どっかで見かけなかったか？
I think the best solution is to not have a handkerchief, right? If you have a runny nose, just blow your nose on the floor. And then wipe your fingers off maybe on your shirt. That's okay, right?
私は見てないけど。
It's only weird people that has handkerchief and fanny packs anyway.
そっか。こっちに来たんじゃねえのか。
I would find it funny if most of my viewers, since I only have two, actually have fanny packs.
岸沼くん、篠崎さんと一緒にいたの？
ああ、さっきまでな。
I know my dad has a friend that has one. Anyway, let's just continue on with this game.
あいつ急に様子がおかしくなっちまって。なんかこう、悪いもんに取りつかれたみたいな感じで、わけわかんないこと叫びながらどっか行っちまったんだよ。
そうなんだ。心配だね。篠崎さんって霊感とか強いタイプだから。
あの地震は。
Yeah, that earthquake is not something to joke about. Kishinima sure was taking her sweet time, sorry. He went off to search for a poolside area by himself. Well, we're there already? Citing the heavy rain as an excuse for me to stay indoors while he gallantly got soaked in my place. I went along with it because I thought he seemed unusually chivalrous, coming from someone like him, but he's a rank amateur in matters of the spirits. So I was beginning to worry he'd gotten himself attacked or something. And what that worry was just starting to turn into a panic when...
ダメだ。プールの水抜きはそこになんかあるかと思ったけど、肝心の水抜く手段がねえよ。水圧調整室っつうのがあるから、あそこに入れりゃなんとかなるんだろうけどな。
そう。ここの空気は何か異様な感触だから、手がかりでもあるような気がしたんだけど。
おいおい。まずは雨に凍える俺にお疲れ様の一言だろ。
なんで？危ないから俺に任せろなんて言って自分で引き受けたんじゃない。
It wasn't too dangerous for you. Like, I remember she had something weird going on the whole time. Like, crying the whole time about her ankle that's sore. I can't remember exactly, but that's why I told her, hey, go sit down in the locker room. I'll be right there.
そうだけどよ。たく、ちった。
何？
別に。それよりどうすんだよ。
校舎に戻っても2階に行けないのよね。さっきまでは階段がある玄関側に行けたのに、いつの間にか廊下が分断されちゃってる。
さっき地震みてえな揺れがあったよな。あれのせいか。
そうかも。あの地震は私たちがここへの入り口を開いた時に起こった。私たちの行動がこの建物自体に何か影響を与えてるとしたら。
I think it does.
なんか変なオカルトみてえな話だな。
嫌な言い方。そもそもオカルトというのはラテン語で隠されたものという意味で、日本語に訳すと隠秘学という自然科学と対比された。
ああ、すまん、俺が悪かった。その話はまた今度聞かせてくれよ。俺だって今起きてんのがまともなことじゃねえってことくらい理解してるさ。この短い時間でどんだけ死体やら幽霊やら見たと思ってんだよ。嫌でも信じちまうよ、お前の言うこと。ま、お前以外の話だったらこうも素直に霊磁場だの異次元だの信じなかったろうけどな。
Yep. It would be far-fetched until you're in that situation.
現実の力って偉大ね。いやおうなく人間に理解を強いてしまうんだから。
そいつが異常な現実だったとしてもな。
とにかく行ける範囲をもう一度調べてみましょう。
What the heck is his face, bro? She seems serious. Let's get down to business. It's 4A time, dude. The door to classroom 4A is locked. Are you sure about that? Door is locked up tight. Wait, are you kidding me? Like it's actually? Okay, looks like we gotta head back to the locker room. That's my bad. The faucet is rusted over, the handle spinning freely. It's unlikely any water will come out from those pipes again. Upon twisting the handle, the tin shower head above spans slightly as with a small bent piece of wire fell out into the ground. Gotta go fast, baby. Run, Forest. The door is locked tight.
あの針金使ってみるか。
Try it.
よし、ここは一発鍵開けチャレンジと言ってみるか。
I would not be able to do this in real life if that ever happens. It's only games and movies, right? Like, I think you need to go to special classes to get this correct, or watch a lot of tutorials on YouTube.
なんだか空き巣みたいね。
俺らの場合、逆になんとか外に出たいんだけどな。
Successfully unlocked.
開いた。
作りが単純な古い鍵で助かったぜ。
Now go into the... Why are you not going in, dude? Oh, you're going like this. My bad, dude.
なんだよここ。教室の形してねえぞ。
今なんて。
いや、だからこの部屋が変だって。
菱沼くん、前も同じこと言わなかった？うん、この部屋よ。ここ前も見たことある。私たちここであの男の子に。
なんだあのガキ、いつの間に。ダメ！
あの子に近づいちゃう。出よう。この部屋良くない感じがする。
確かに妙な気はするけど、部屋の奥になんかあるんだよな。ちょっと調べてくるから、お前はここにいろよ。やばいと思ったら俺のことはいいから先に逃げろ。いいな。
また勝手に決めて。気をつけてよ。いい？あの子の目を絶対に見ないで。
ああ、分かったよ。
Sort of... maybe we can't hover our mouse over it. Some sort of pulley mechanism. Purpose is unknown, but it's large. Conspiracy lever attached to it.
もんじゃねえだろうな。なんか起きたか？
わからないけど、いいから早く戻ってきて。
ああ、すぐ戻る。
I think it's there. Or it could be the place next to it. Must be next to it then. Lever appears to open a trap door on the wall. Just wide enough for a person to fit through.
こっから入れそうだぜ。
なんだか気が進まないわね。ここはプールやさっきの教室よりも。
だけど、もしかしたら外に出られるかもしれないし。
Go in.
よし。とりあえず一回俺が入って安全かどうかを確認してくるから、篠崎はちょっと待ってろよ。
待って、岸沼くんだけじゃ心配よ。霊感ゼロの素人なんだから。
Hey, we're in the TV room, dude. What's this? Small chest of some sort?
これ。
I would like to take her small chest, if you understand what I'm saying. Designed as long outdated, and the quality its craftsmanship suggests it must have been very expensive back in its day. Slightly shaking, it's produced a noise, distinct rattle.
中になんか入ってるみてえだ。音の感じからすると、箱の重さの割に入ってんのは小さいものらしいな。
Not sure if we'll need to whatever it is, but we might as well take it with us, just in case.
ん？
A noise from inside the closet.
苦いよ、これ。奥歯がすり減る。サリサリってサリサリサリサリ。だからやめようって言ったのに。またカラオケ行きたいアブラムシがたくさんいる。どうして？足の爪が剥がれた。歩けない。
Toenails is gone, so you can't walk. I mean, you can walk, it's painful. I quickly turned around and find Shinozaki excitedly mumbling something to herself in a low tone. Her whole body was slanted, with her head leaning against the wall, and she was completely focused on one specific section of empty floor.
篠崎？
Goodness.
どうしたんだよ。余計なことって、この箱のことか。
She wanted you to take her chest, you know what I'm saying? What? What the heck, dude? The motion was almost rhythmic, as if the time with the tick's clock or metronome.
おい、よせ！ふざけてんなら怒るぜ！
I think that's how you pronounce that word.
いつもあんたは言ったよね。友達だからってね。自分の身は自分で。何よその目を。待ちなさいよ。喉が焼けるみたいだ。臭いんだよ。そうだ、走らなきゃ。
I would just stay away from a girl like that, to be honest. Never see her again. After stumbling around almost drunkenly for a few moments, Shinozaki suddenly took off running. She leaped through the trap door and out into the hall.
なんだってんだよあいつって見送ってる場合じゃねえ。
なかなか興味深いですね、彼女。
Very interesting specimen. Yeah.
誰だ。
I'm not certain where she came from, nor when or how she got here. She seemed to be in about the same age as me. She looked mostly normal, but her eyes were much less vibrant than they should have been, appearing flat and lifeless like those of a dead fish. Her name was Naho Sayanoki.
霊能者兼物書き兼高校生といったところでしょうか。生前はという注釈付きですけど。
生前ってことはまさか幽霊。
遺憾ながらそういうことになりますね。
てめえもあのガキの仲間ってわけかよ。篠崎に何しやがった。俺たちをこんなとこに閉じ込めてどうしようってんだ。
あら、それは誤解です。どちらかといえば私も被害者。まあそれだけではないですけれど。
そっか。あんたもここに閉じ込められて、それで。
それより今の彼女、大した才能をお持ちのようで。
そうだ、篠崎。
待ちなさい。あなたが彼女と長く付き合うつもりなら、私の話を聞いておくのは損にならないと思いますよ。
付き合うだと。
Please give me advice.
手短に頼むぜ。
その冷静な判断、好感が持てます。
で、篠崎の才能って。
霊媒や巫女、シャーマンといえば分かりやすいでしょうか。
Yeah, heard of spiritual mediums before. Actually played a game called Medium.
自然科学では定義しづらいおぼろな存在。要するに、霊や神といったものに自分の体を貸して権限させる。口寄せとか神下ろしとか悪魔つきとか言われる行いをするものです。
イタコンみたいなもんか。
ええ、あなたも見たように、彼女はこの場に吹き溜っていた死者たちの思念を取り込んでアウトプットしていました。いくらこの天神小学校が特別な状態にあるとはいえ、霊そのものではなく、こんな残りかすのような思念を。私が見てきた中では、かなりの才能と言って差し支えないと思います。
そんなもんが才能だって。あいつはあんたとは違うんだぜ。
ここを抜け出すつもりなら、ただの無知無力な人間よりも有利だと思いますけれどね。ただし制御できればの話ですが。
制御？
あれが自分をコントロールしている状態だとでも。彼女は抜群に感度が高いアンテナを頭に24時間くっつけているようなもの。でも周波数を選ぶどころか、スイッチのオンオフの仕方さえまだ身につけていない。あのままではいずれ回線がショートして壊れてしまうか、受信した電波を垂れ流すだけのガラクタになってしまうか。
篠崎が元に戻らねえってのかよ。
さあどうでしょう。それは彼女とあなた次第。
頼む、一緒に来て篠崎を助けてやってくれ。
ごめんなさい、それはできません。私も私の大切な人を探していますから。私がしてあげられるのはこれくらいです。もっともこれがいい方へ転がるかその逆か、それもまたあなた方次第。 幸運を。
She just fades away like that Simpsons meme. Bart Simpsons meme. In the bushes.
また地震か。
That was a big one. I literally couldn't stand up. I fell to my knees on the floor. I couldn't even tell how long it lasted. It felt like it would never end, but eventually, little by little, it did subside. I stood back up and surveyed my surroundings, but as expected, the ghost of the girl was nowhere to be seen anymore. And this particular quake felt like it shook the very foundation of the entire building. Shinozaki was all I had on my mind, as she was in serious danger.
なんだかわかんねえけどよ。だけど、あいつだけは守んなきゃなんねんだ。何があってもよ。篠崎！
Goodness, that's a bit loud, dude. Chill, chill, chill.
ったく、あいつ、俺のこと心霊現象素人みてえに言いやがったくせに。自分があんなざまになっちまっちゃ。世話ねえぜ。
そうだったんだ。岸沼くんと篠崎さんも大変だったんだね。
鈴本も一人でよく頑張ったな。森重は一緒じゃねえのか。
うん。探してるんだけどね。
まあ、あいつのことだからどうせ無事だろう。幽霊見てさ、シェイクスピアの歌劇を彷彿とさせるなとか言って眉間にシワ寄せてんじゃねえの。俺と鈴本がこうして会えたんだ。あいつともすぐに会えるって。
そうだよね。きっと会えるよね。
な、廊下がつながったおかげで探す場所が増えちまったけどな。
でも一人で探すより二人で探す方が絶対にいいよ。
だな。いつもの鈴本らしくなってきたじゃねえの。じゃあ気合い入れてみんなを探しに行くか。
しげに近くにいることは分かったんだから、私頑張れるよ。とその前におトイレ。
お前な。
A bathroom break. Wait, I thought it's only Yumi that wants to pee the whole time. Now it's someone else also.
ごめん。ずっと怖くて緊張してたからかな。急にお腹が。舞台の前にもたまにあるんだけど。
I get like this before production sometimes too. Production? What does it even mean? Reproducing?
そんじゃあそれもついでに探すか。
There's a gap on the floor here. A board has been laid across the makeshift bridge. But it's a bit unstable after the quake. Best to cross with care. The stairwell is completely packed with desks, making it virtually impassable. Fortunately, those last quakes seem to have knocked many of them loose. With two people working in tandem, it shouldn't take too long to clear the path.
この机どうしようか、岸沼くん。
無理すりゃこのままでも通れるかもしれねえけど、崩れると危ねえからな。
片付けちゃおう。 かった。トイレだ。ごめん、私ちょっと行ってくるね。
ああ、近くにいるから何かあったらすぐ呼べよ。
ちょっと離れててよ。聞こえちゃったら嫌だし。
You're a human. We'll pee. We'll poop. Chill. As long as you don't fart while you pee. Please, don't do that. Girls don't fart. They shart.
お腹壊しちゃったかな。
Oh, here it comes.
もうやば。使えるトイレがあってよかった。よいしょっと。あれ、なんだろう。どっかにお腹ぶつけたのかな。あざになってる。
Did I hit my stomach or something? It's all red. Isn't that a sign of internal bleeding? And when did this happen and how? Even if I had my stomach on something, who ever heard of someone's belly getting bruised? I took a closer look and found myself momentarily breathless.
なんなのこれ。
The reddish purple bruise was like fault lines emanating out in all directions, with my belly button serving as a epicenter. It almost looked like a weirdly colored spider web attached to my skin.
どうした？
なんでもない。すぐ行くから。お待たせ。超すっきり。
おう。
それより岸沼くん、離れててって言ったのに。
いや、鈴本がでけえ声出したから来たんだよ。大丈夫だったのか？
ごめん。岸沼くんはいいの？トイレ。
ああ。いや、男子便所に入るとよ、なんか、いるんだよ、男の霊が。開けるなーとか言うの。
That's a lot of enthusiasm in the voice acting.
落ち着けないね。じゃあ、気を取り直して、篠崎さん探しましょう。
Bro, I would just go to the girls' bathroom. Like this, honestly, it's an abandoned area. Like no one gives a snap.
なんで私、あのあざのこと黙ってるんだろう。男の子に見せるのが恥ずかしいから？そうじゃない。
I mean, to be honest, you have to lift up your whole skirt to show your stomach, so he's gonna see your whole panty. And if you didn't clean efficiently, your panty is white, so it might be a little bit yellowish. Or red, who knows. I kept hoping that this will all in imagination, all nothing but a nightmare. But it sure felt real, and that was the scariest thing of all. Maybe I was sick, maybe I needed to go to the hospital. I couldn't stand all this uncertainty. But I didn't say anything about it. I just walked with Kishi Numa all throughout the school building in search of Shinozaki. I thought maybe if I went with him, I might run into Shig along the way, or at least find some clue as to his whereabouts, but no such luck. Our search eventually led us back to the floor 1F. Having covered all the other bases, we set our sights on the pool, but just as we approached the locker room,
ああ、この中みてえだな。
Oh, snap, dude. The girl who looked around the middle school age had been laid flat on the floor. Both her arms were bound to her eyes, mouth were covered with sash-like straps of cloth. She was obviously being held against her will. She was kicking both legs and writhing all around, frantically trying to break loose from her bindings, but it didn't seem like that was that she would succeed. It was only after saying this that I noticed the bruises on her legs. Regardless of what caused them or how it might relate to my own injuries, this girl had markings like rope burns clearly visible on her slender thighs. There were peculiar bruises that look almost like letters. I mean, it's like an X, right? X was here. You know what I'm saying? As if they signified something that was just beyond our ability to decipher.
何ぼーっとしてんだよ。
ごめん。頑張って。今すぐほどいてあげるからね。
待て。よく見てみろよ、鈴本。
Shishinuma grabbed my arm and held me back. I was a bit confused, but did as he suggested, and it didn't take me long to see the problem. The strips of cloth holding the girl to the floor actually seemed to be a rows of gauze. And whoever bound her like this really did a number. The gauze was stretched hazardly all across the room's furnishings. Several stands of it were then projected upwards to the top of the nearest chubby shelf, where they were wrapped around the neck of a plaster bust. And from there, they extended up the ceiling, where they were wrapped tightly around the handle of a bucket suspended in the air, suspended right above the girl. In other words, if they pulled any bandages the wrong way or moved any discs, the plaster might fall, and it might happen.
中身があの子の上に。
何が入ってんだあれ。動かして大丈夫なのか。だ
けどのんびりしてたら。
The girl was thrashing wildly, unable to move and see, and too scared to call out. Sadly, this wasn't helping at all. It only served to pull the plaster bust closer and closer to the edge of the shelf. It was impossible to say whether or not she had any inkling of the threat that loomed literally right above her head. It seemed increasingly likely that this is intent behind the trap. If the victim attempted to escape, she would only wind up killing herself.
落ち着け。要は天井のバケツさえ取り外しちまえば。
でも岸沼君、手が届く？まず顔の包帯をほどいて安心させてあげた方が。早く決めないと。
Remove the bandages.
そうだな。こ このまま暴れられたら助ける前に石膏像が落ちちまうかもしんねえし。よし。
I need to read this. Oh, snap, sorry. I was muting myself. With the layers of bandages crisscrossed over her ears, maybe she didn't understand us. Unable to see, unable to hear, and too frightened to scream. I think I'd squirm too if I were in her position.
そんねんエビに巻きやがって。よっしゃ、ほどけたぜ。落ち着け。あんま暴れると。やべえ。
落ち着いて、私を見て。慌てないで、冷静にゆっくり息をしてみて。そうだよ、大丈夫、平気だからね。すぐ助けてあげるから。はい。
Gradually, the girl began to calm down. I gently stroked her, I don't know what I'm saying, on the cheek, where I just slapped it. Oh, snap, dude. Tears are welling in both our eyes. It closed mine and nodded my head.
いい子だね。もう少しだけ我慢できる？じっとしてれば何も怖くないからね。はい。もう平気です。私ここにいるからね。もうちょっと頑張って。岸沼くん、棚の上の石膏像が落ちないようにしばらく押さえててくれる？
おう、わかった。
きつく結んである。でもよし、ほどけ。大丈夫？立てる？ダメみたいです。膝が。じゃあしばらく座ってよっか。無理しなくていいよ。
I put my arms around her. The only, and then, what? And only then did I realize what she meant. She was shaking from her head to toe, more violently than I'd ever felt before. She must have been frightened out of her mind.
何？ありがとうございます。そうだよね。怖かったもんね。
こんな大人っぽい鈴本、初めて見たかもしんねえ。なんつうか、女ってすげえよな。
Women are amazing.
森重に頼りっぱなしのこいつも、そのうちゆい先生みてえな人になんのかな。
本当にありがとうございました。無事でよかった。
まさかリアルで命の恩人なんて言われる日が来ようとはな。
私は小笠原奈々って言います。武蔵川女子中学校の1年です。私は鈴本真由。よろしくね。で、こっちの柄の悪いお兄さんは岸沼よしきくん。
柄の悪いは余計だ、鈴本。そういうとこは森重の影響か？1年ってことはサトシの妹より1個下か。タッパあるし、なんかしっかりしてんな。
やっぱりゆかちゃんもこの学校のどこかにいるのかな。持田くんとはぐれてなければいいんだけど。岸沼さんと鈴本さんも誰かを探しているんですか？うん、クラスの友達5人と副担任の先生と、それに友達の妹さん。まだ私たちもどういう状況なのかはっきりわからないんだけど、きっとみんなも どこかでそうなんですか。実は私も友達とはぐれてしまって、それでみんなを探しているうちに。
どこの誰にあんなひでえ目に遭わされたんだ？
わからないです。ナリちゃんたちを探している途中で、いきなり後ろから目隠しをされて、ものすごい力で縛り付けられて、多分だけど大きな男の人だと思います。
大きな男か。鈴本、心当たりあるか？
だって生きてる人に会ったこと自体、岸沼くんとこの子だけだもん。
どうやら人玉や幽霊のガキ以外にもろくでもねえやつがうろついてるみてえだな。
Nana suddenly planted both arms firmly at her sides, shrunk into herself, and began shaking again. She was probably thinking about what happened to her.
その話はもういいでしょ、岸沼くん。
終わり。
私ちょっとこの子とプールの方行ってくるから、岸沼くんはここで待っててくれる？行こう。外は雨が降ってるからお水あるよね。
Clean water? I mean, rainwater is drinkable, but it's definitely not clean.
はい。
Unless you get like some sort of filter system.
おいおい、何言ってんだ。危ねえだろ。喉が渇いたんなら俺が雨水汲んできてやるよ。
おねかい、ここで待ってて。何かあったらすぐに呼ぶからね。
わかったよ。気をつけろよ。
They want to go get water and I must wait. I can't go with them. A little bit silly.
ごめんね、岸沼くんって鈍感だから。いえ、こちらこそすみません。しょうがないよ。あんな怖いことされたら私だって。ここなら他に人もいないから遠慮なく洗っちゃいなよ。なんだったら私あっち向いてよっか。はい、そうしてもらえると。わかった。
I don't want to look another way though. I walked over the wall. What? Walked over to the wall where the roof's overhang offered some protection from the rain and waited for Nana to finish up. Taking this time to look around, I noted that the whole building was surrounded by dense forest. Theoretically, we could climb the fence here and leave. We're just trading a creepy dark school for creepy dark woods. Would we survive out there? And would we actually be able to get home? I just wanted to find Shig. Would be able to look at the situation coolly and radically, without flipping out and getting all emotional like me. I just needed to find him, to see his face. Shig. I was starting to get teary-eyed again when I noticed Nana lazily running towards me. As she neared, she slowed to walk.
冷たい。体温ですぐに乾くよ。あとは香水でもかけておけば。
We were both completely soaked from head to toe, but I was confident we'd dry off quickly enough once we get back inside the school building. And since I happened to have some travel fragrance in my pouch, I took it out and spritzed a little on and around Nana's skirt.
この香り、ロルチェのサンライトイエロー。当たり。 最近お気に入りのフレグランス。私も好きです。お小遣い少ないから今は安いの使ってるけど。じゃあここを脱出したらさ、私のを分けてあげる。本当ですか？私演劇部の公演の時絶対つけます。今度初舞台なんです。演劇部？奇遇だね。私も高校の演劇部入ってるんだ。そうなんですか？役者さんですよね。役もやるけど本書いたり服作ったり、部員が多くないのもあるんだけど、演劇に関すること全部が楽しくって。すごい、何でもできちゃうんですね。ナナちゃん、ナナちゃんって呼んでいい？はい、もちろん。私のこともマユって呼んでね。ナナちゃんってスタイルいいから、もしよかったら今度服作らせてよ。いいんですか？でも私なんかよりもっとスタイルいい子がいるんです。ナリちゃんって言って私の幼なじみなんですけど、本当に宝塚みたいな。それから千早ちゃんっていう子はお姫様みたいに可愛くて。じゃあそのお友達も探して一緒に帰ろう。私と岸沼くんも協力するから、ナナちゃんも私の友達探すの手伝ってくれる？はい、まゆさん。風邪ひいちゃうからそろそろ中に戻ろっか。そういえばナナちゃん、その太もものとこのあざってどうしたの？あれ、気がつきませんでした。ひょっとしたら捕まった時についたのかも。怖くてあんまり覚えてないんですけど。そう、ごめん、変なこと聞いちゃったね。お待たせー。
ああ、遅かったから心配したぜ。
女の子の身だしなみは時間がかかるの。ねえ岸沼くん、しげ兄たちを探しながらナナちゃんのお友達も探してあげてもいい？
当たり前だろ。さっさとみんなを探して帰ろうぜ。そんじゃ行くか。はい。
Dude, we can finally play the game again? Goodness. So guys, we're gonna actually end it here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash that like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.